Hi friends, I'm CA Balaji. In continuation with our topic on supply and extending our scope towards other important aspects, in this video we will look into composite and mixed supply. First, we will look into the definition of composite and mixed supply. Section 8, subsection A of the CGST Act defines the taxability of composite supply. Composite supply comprising two or more supplies, one of which is principal supply, shall be treated as supply of such principal supply. Section 2, subsection 30 of the CGST Act defines principal supply as the supply of goods or services which constitute the predominant element of a composite supply and to which any other supply forming part of the composite supply is ancillary. In other words, to qualify as a composite supply, it should be comprised of two or more supplies and one of which is principal supplies and other services or goods is ancillary to the principal supply, and it should be naturally bundled in the ordinary course of business. If all these conditions are satisfied, it will be treated as composite supply and taxability is based on the principal supply. Next, we will look into the definition of mixed supply. A mixed supply is supply of two or more supplies shall be treated as supply of that particular supply that attracts highest rate of tax. Section 8b defines the taxability of mixed supply. Section 2, subsection 74 of the CGST Act defines the mixed supply as two or more individual supplies of goods or services or any combination thereof made in conjunction with each other by a taxable person for a single price where such supply does not constitute a composite supply. In other words, to qualify as a mixed supply, it should be more than one supply and it should not be naturally bundled in the ordinary course of business and it should not constitute a composite supply. If all these conditions are satisfied, it will be treated as mixed supply. Next, we will look into the factors which can determine a composite supply. First, the perception of consumers. If large number of service recipients of such bundle of service reasonably expect such service to be provided as package, then package to be treated as naturally bundled in the ordinary course of business. Example, internet services provided in the hotel room. Next, majority of service provider in a particular area of business provide similar bundle of services. Example, aviation industries which bundle the catering service and air service. Next, the nature of various service in a bundle of service. The nature of service is such that one of the service is the main service and other service combined with such service are incidental or ancillary service which help better enjoyment of the main service. Example, hotel accommodation with breakfast or dinner provided free of cost. There are also other indicators. The elements are normally advertised as a package. Example, mobile phones with charger. The different elements are not available separately. Mobile service with SIM card. The different elements are integral part to one overall supply. If one or more is removed, the nature of supply would be affected. Example, DTH service provided with dish antenna. So, all these indicators are determining whether it is a composite supply or not. If all these indicators are not determining it as a composite supply, it will be treated as mixed supply and taxability will be affected accordingly. With this, we have come to the conclusion of this session. Thank you. You can reach me out at cabalajij@gmail.com. You can visit my blog onetaxpointindia.blogspot.com.